Hey y'all, welcome to my live, y'all. I'm going live at 12 p.m. today. 12 p.m. today, y'all. We're gonna be having a tea session, a tea party, as what Cardi B would say, a Boston tea party. Like she said in her Pretty and Petty song. But today, y'all, I am doing a celebrity news gossip show. So yes, I'm gonna make sure the audio and everything sounds good. As y'all know, I do multiple subjects. I talk pop culture, music, current events, news. I talk relatable subjects, commentary. I talk lifestyle. I talk dating, all of that. I talk Black history, right? Black culture. That's what this page is all about. So if y'all want to, constantly get the instant notifications or want to know when I go live, which I most of the time I go live between the times 7 a.m. to about 12. That's why it's called Rise and Shine with Lacey Jeter. But then there's also sometimes where I might go live at night as well. Like if I don't do a show early in the morning, then I'm going to be doing a show that night. So I either do it in the morning or at night. I'm gonna wait until some people come in, and I'm gonna make sure our audio sounds okay before I get into the show. We're gonna be talking about multiple things today. We're gonna be talking about Cardi B and Nicki Minaj beef. Apparently, Nicki apologized. We're gonna be talking about JT and Cardi. We're gonna be talking about the government shutdown. We're gonna be talking about P. Diddy's sentencing, y'all. He's sentenced 4 years in prison. We're gonna be talking about that, and we're gonna be talking about Taylor Swift's new album. So that's just a little bit about what we're gonna be talking about today in today's tea. Again, I'm just making sure. I want to make sure the audio sounds okay. So just give me a few seconds, y'all, and we'll get started. I'm also gonna wait until some more people come on the live.
Oh, you must not know what you just started. Me and my bitch go naughty. Give a fuck about this party. We gon' step on shit regardless. Get my coin and swipe that bitch, and now the spirit to charge. Making music, being on bitches, I be really more.
I'm gonna start soon, y'all. Just give me a second. And also definitely like, follow, share, y'all. I always appreciate it when people share my content and like, cause I'm trying to build my community, y'all. It's been about 2 weeks since I've come back on YouTube, and I'm trying to get those views up. I'm trying to get my followers up. So definitely continue supporting your girl. And also, if there's anything y'all want to definitely request, if there's any ideas you want to give me for the show, I am always open to suggestions. I am always open. I'm always open to, topics, all of that. So definitely, give me your feedback, what you feel is working, what type of content do you like me to do, what kind of content would you like to see me doing? Definitely let me know. Okay.
Glock 19, it came with a drum. Yeah, that's my favorite gun. Ask if he my only nigga. I said no, but you my favorite one. Nah, for real. Yeah.
But yes, y'all. So I'm about to get started.
Make you mine, but I can make you come. Freak up in the sheets, in them streets, baby.
Let me turn this music down. All right, y'all. So we're getting started. So, government shutdown. The government has been shut down, y'all. So, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on with this country. I don't know what's going on with the United States. I just know that the government is shut down. So I saw there's a comment and there's a post I saw. Somebody was saying, since the government is shut down, Why we not like stop? Why we like stop taxes as well? I was like, yes. Why are we not? We don't have to pay taxes now since we federal taxes now since the government is shut down. Like, we got to get it together. I don't know what's going on with the United States. I don't know what's going on. And then did y'all hear Trump's speech, y'all? Did y'all hear Trump's speech? He said, you know, he's going to be declaring war on the United States within the cities. He is saying that the war is within. So I think the cities he said was San Francisco, Chicago, and some other cities he mentioned where they're going to be sending military troops. Okay. All right, y'all get prepared. My spirit saying y'all get prepared because a lot's gonna be going down. And a lot of the things that we thought we got past is going to be happening. A lot of things we thought we got past, those things apparently are coming back. So just get yourselves prepared. That's all I gotta say. I don't know what's going on, right? But something don't seem right to me. Something just don't smell right. That's all I gotta say. So next story. So Nicki Minaj, y'all know that long-winded beef that Cardi B and Nicki Minaj were having on Twitter, on X. I call it Twitter because I grew up with it being called Twitter. All right. So apparently she apologizes to her after them going back and forth about the kids. You know what I'm saying? After them going back and forth and everything, they you know, Nicki decided, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and apologize. And this is what she said. Dear culture, truth is I did all of this for a bigger purpose. And one day you'll understand. You're a cute child. And lots of kids have cute little funny looking gums before they grow into all of their features. One day you'll see this, so I have to say I apologize. As a child of God and queen of my community who look to me for integrity, you're an innocent child and don't deserve any of this. One day your mother, aunt, and many more will be brought to their knees for what they've said and tried to do to my young prophet, beautiful boy. Take care, my darling. This isn't who I am. So that's the apology. At least she apologized, but let me say this. Like Nicki Hun going back and forth and doing all that petty nonsense, you're gonna have to straighten up. And same thing with Cardi, don't be following up with everything people say. As much as I love both of these ladies, I love both of these women, right? Nicki is an icon. Nicki has been in the game for a long time, right? I also love Cardi, right? um this to me is a backhanded compliment. Excuse me, not backhanded compliment, a backhanded apology, right? Um, we gonna have to do better. Women, we gotta cut out all of this nonsense that we do as women. We gonna have to cut it out. All this nonsense as women that we do, trying to go back and forth, trying to beef with the younger girls. Like, this is something that happens a lot just in normal society, right? In normal society, this happens a lot. You know what I'm saying? You know, the young girls, you know, beefing with the older people who have paved the way before them, right? We have to understand that just because young girls come on the rap scene, we don't need to be constantly attacking them, right? She's had beef with everybody, y'all. Nicki has had beef with absolutely everybody, right? And it was completely wrong to bring children in the picture. It's like you're so angry and miserable that you feel like you got to attack somebody's children. That don't make no sense. And you're talking about being a child of God. Well, Nikki, honey, that's not what children of God do. Children of God do not attack people. They say, love thy neighbor. God preaches about humility, right? And like they like to say, there's always pride before the storm. Before there's a destruction, before things crash down, there's always that ego and pride era, right? People might be on top now, but we all have to answer for the things we say, right? We all have to answer for the things that we say, right? And so we got to be careful when it comes to mentioning people's kids. We cannot be doing that. It was not cute. The whole argument was petty, it was immature, it was nonsense. And people are looking at Nicki differently. People are looking at Nicki differently. People don't even respect her as much as they did before. You know what I'm saying? Like, carry yourself like an icon. You know what I'm saying? And then Cardi did respond. I'm going to read it to y'all, right? She did respond. She said, "Don't give me that backhanded apology." But let me read what this says. What Cardi said. "Dear Papa Perk, I'm sorry that your mommy haven't cut you a birthday cake for the past 3 days cuz she can't take my success or happiness. One day you're going to grow up and I hope you understand. When a girl says no, it means no. You can overcome the pedophilia blood you inherited from your grandfather, father, and uncle. Please don't hate me when you grow up because your mama rather give me more attention than she gives you. Hopefully, when somebody that really cares about her puts her in rehab and get her the help she needs, she come out and read you a book." And then another response, Cardi said, "Don't give my child no backhanded apology. Keep my child name out of your mouth. Because I'ma always take you where you don't want to go about mine. Honest truth, this gonna be and forth. This gonna back and forth about kids is really draining my energy. I don't want to keep mentioning kids. It feels very nasty and dark. The energy you keep giving my kids, I'm a resend back to my messenger. Back to messenger." So that's what Cardi said. That's how Cardi responded to all the drama in the beef between the two. It just doesn't make any sense to me. It doesn't make any sense to me that these two are beefing. Like, just get your bag. Like, the issue I have is like, and this is just in the workplace in general. People assume because one person is successful and is doing well, that in some way that is going to affect their success, right? Even Cardi said it herself. Like, don't be the girl who's jealous and wants to attack other women who are doing well. Be the girl who wants to be standing next to the girl that's being successful. Like, we all can win. Like, I'm like that. I'm a full believer that I'm a full believer that everybody should win. Right? I feel everybody should win. I'm not the type of girl who wants to see other women fail or who wants to compete with other women. Because respectfully, I will back out of the fight. Right? When it comes to that petty nonsense, I'm at the big age. Because y'all, I'm in my late 20s now. I'm 28, right? I just am looking for peace, and it should always be about peace, right? This back and forth thing is just not cute. It's not cute for neither of them, actually. But the thing is that Nicki is 42. It's like 42 and acting like that is a shame. That is a shame. And Cardi is 32, I think. Yeah, wait, 40 is she 42 or is she 43 or 44? Nikki. I know she's in her 40s. That's all I know. Um, right? And this is ridiculous. And it's like, Let's do better, girl. Let's do better. Let's just do better. So, on top of the Nicki Minaj beef with Cardi, we also now have JT from the City Girls and Cardi beefing. Right? They've kind of always had beef in the past. They kind of like were always competitive towards each other. I remember a while back, JT was saying some kind of like passive aggressive, kind of like catty things about Cardi and her releases. Like when she would release things, she was kind of catty and stuff. But apparently, Cardi responded to JT because actually JT actually released a diss track to Cardi, if y'all don't know. So JT released a diss track because, JT, because Cardi came for JT, I think in the song Magnet on her new album. So JT responded. And then because she responded, Cardi then responded saying, well, Partisan Fontaine, um, you wanted to write, you wanted him to write for you. And she posted that on her Twitter or her Instagram, one of those things. And then she posted a screenshot of her in Party's DMs. But she got rejected by Party and she ended up having to settle with KT. Right? And it's like this is like JT, Cardi, Nicki, I don't care, Bia, all these beefs happening, right? All these beefs happening with these rap girls, which here's the thing. This is how I feel about rap beefs. I don't think there's anything technically wrong with a rap beef. But for me, I think rap beefs are positive when it's just in the music. When you are releasing music that you're battling in each other's songs, being like, I'm gonna release this diss track, and she's gonna release this diss track, and then we're gonna have a diss track coming at each other. There's nothing wrong with that because that's what hip hop is about. Hip hop has always had rap battles, has always had competition. There's nothing wrong with healthy competition, right? There's nothing wrong with it. So I'm not one of those girlies. I'm completely against rap beefs. I think rap battles, rap beefs are healthy. I think that's good. I think that's what the game is all about. I think that's what that genre really is about. But when we start just being petty, coming for each other's kids, we start getting inappropriate and we start then creating drama in the personal life, creating violence in the personal life. People are literally risking their lives out here. They have to be careful because people are wanting to threaten them with threats and all that. That's when it becomes a problem, right? Let's keep the beef in the music. Like, let's keep the beef in the music, right? When it comes to personal life, people's kids, when it comes to like people's relationships, even, let's just leave it out, right? Let's just focus on beefing in the music. Like, for example, Kendrick Lamar and the Drake beef, right? That worked in Kendrick's favor, right? Because they not like us, right? Not like us. It worked in his favor. One of the best rap disses in entire music hip hop history is not like us. They not like us. They not like us. They not like us. And that's okay. Right? One thing is that you will not see Kendrick or Drake being overly petty in person. You won't see them being like, they might say a few things, they might like throw some shots or whatever, but it doesn't really you're not going to see it necessarily like over social media, them talking about their personal lives, right? Especially Kendrick. They're going to deal with it in the music. Let's just like, for the rap girlies, just to keep it in the music. Just diss each other in the songs, right? That's it. But yes, y'all. So next topic is Taylor Swift released her new album yesterday. The Life of a Showgirl, y'all. I'm going to review this album. I'm still listening to it. So far, I think it's good. It's you think about Taylor Swift. I always used to say this. I am an OG old school Taylor Swift fan from back. I really loved Taylor's stuff when she first came out. That was my favorite era of Taylor, was when she was in her fearless stage, when she was in her transition between being a country artist to a pop artist phase. That was my favorite aspect of Taylor, right? Um I nowadays, like, I like her music, but I just have to get used to it, if that makes any sense. Right? So I am still listening to her album. I'm going to give y'all my 100% opinion. I'm going to do an album review as well as doing an album review on Doja Cat's new album. I said I was going to do album reviews on both of them, and so that's what I'm doing. But I'm still listening to her album. I have not finished it 100%. Um, but I will definitely let y'all know how I feel about it, and we'll do a review on it. But a lot of reviews have been mixed with it when it comes to this album. She has mixed reviews from critics, right? But at the end of the day, this music that these artists release, that is their craft, right? This is their diary. This is their stuff, right? So it's pretty much a reflection of who they are, right? And I think that's beautiful. So good luck to Taylor for everything. Taylor, she's done so much, and I'm actually very proud of her, like, being like, growing up listening to her and seeing how successful she's come. And remember when she used to write about the guys, and when she used to, like, the situation with the VMAs with Kanye West, and her being bullied online. I remember one time people used to say she was not good at performing on stage. Like, just, she's been through a whole lot with the battles with the record companies, with Justin Bieber's old manager, or I don't know if that's still, I think that's Justin Bieber's old manager, like the whole, like, having to do legal battles to own her music and get paid fully for her music. I mean, she's really been through a lot, and she is a great person. Like, she's a great artist. And I've never seen Taylor being shady or being disrespectful to any other artist. She's always been very respectful, from what I understand. Right. Like I said, I think the only time I really saw her being shady was, like, obviously when she used to write the songs about the men and stuff. Right. And she used to talk about the guys and her issues with men in songs, and people would be wanting to know who the men were. People would guess, oh, it's about this boyfriend, it's about, this guy, it's about this celebrity, blah blah blah. Right. Like, I just remember growing up, I was a huge fan of her. But listening to her now, like, she has definitely evolved. She has a completely different sound, right? She's definitely very, very talented, for sure. Her music so far, the album was kind of giving folky to me. It was very folky. It was kind of giving a little bit of a vintage sound to me, which I thought was very interesting. But yes, I will go more into my thoughts though when I do a review, y'all. But other than that, just congratulations to Taylor. Also with her being engaged to Travis Kelsey, congratulations. Congratulations with the success with being a billionaire. Girl, she is doing her big one. So I just wanted to put that in there. So next story, we're talking about Sean Diddy Combs. So it has been official that Sean Diddy Combs has been sentenced 4 years in prison for all the charges he has had. Right? Do y'all think he deserves more time? Because there's a lot of people that believe like he got away with a lot based on everything he has done, and me personally, I think he does deserve more time. But what do y'all think? People are like going back and forth and everything about, why is he getting off like just 4 years, why not 10 years? You know, stuff stuff like that. So yeah, that's what his sentencing is. Like, what do y'all think? How do y'all feel about the sentencing and everything? But yeah, so I wanted to cover that. But other than that, y'all, that is our show for today. I'm actually going to be going live a few more times today. I wanted to make some commentary live, so talking about specific subjects. Um, Also, y'all, I was thinking about starting to do also skincare makeup, beauty reviews. I want to start adding more beauty videos on my channel as well, because it's a part of lifestyle. So I will be doing more beauty type videos, as well as doing dating videos and relatable commentary. Like I said, this is not just a celebrity news, pop culture, music channel. This is also a lifestyle, dating, and a commentary channel. So we do talk about different things, right? I'm personally very passionate about different things. But yeah, I just saw this comment talking about Nicki Minaj. Nicki had her years. It's over. Rest now. You had your run. I know. Here's how I feel about the Nicki Minaj situation. So I just think it's ridiculous how she keeps on beefing with all of these celebrities. I just kind of find it to be sad a little bit. I find it sad that she still is beefing with all these celebrities. It's absolutely ridiculous. And I kind of agree with you. Like, I love Nicki Minaj. I'm a Nicki fan, but also saying as a Nicki fan, girl, this is not it. I will say, here's the thing. I am fans of people, but I also will call out somebody on what they do. And I hold people accountable, right? And we have to understand these celebrities are human, right? So, they sin like human, they make mistakes, they do all of these things. So, even though I'm a fan, I'm gonna call her out, be like, this is not it, girl. This is not it. Like, and you can tell that Nicki kind of has low self-esteem. And like I said, if she really is on drugs, which I'm pretty sure she is, she needs to get help, right? Because we lost Whitney Houston, our beloved Whitney Houston, right, to drugs, right? So many celebrities have lost their lives to drugs. Kurt Cobain lost him to drugs. Um and it just, we don't want to continue doing this. You know what I'm saying? So many beautiful artists have lost their lives to drugs, and we want her to get the help before it's too late. Right? And she doesn't want to end her life in a negative spirit, in portraying the things she has been doing. Like, she wants to get right with God, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, but thank you for the comment. I just now saw that comment. When I be on live, I just kind of be focusing. I forget to read the comments sometimes. But yes, y'all. Um, but yeah, that, like, definitely let me know how you thought about this show. Again, I'm open to critiques, I'm open to advice, I am open to any sort of ideas. Again, this is a fairly new show. Like, I've just started this show like a little bit, like 2 weeks, for about 2 weeks. I just started going live 2 weeks ago. So I'm building my channel. I'm in this era where I'm like, I'm kind of critiquing, I'm changing things up. So definitely let me know what you like, what you don't like, what you think needs improvement, what you think needs to be something that's permanent. What type of videos do y'all like? What type of videos y'all want to see me do? What type of content do you want to see me covering? Because again, I have a broad interest in many things, and I want this channel to kind of be a reflection of all the things I'm interested in, right? So yes, there is definitely, even when it comes to like colorism in the Black community, I'm very passionate about the Black community. So, like, topics with that will be covered sometimes. Dating, topics about dating will be covered. So yes, but other than that, I am about to log off, y'all. Thank you so much again for logging in, for watching, people who have watched, and continue again supporting your girl. It's very appreciated. But yes, I will be I'll be doing our Black History Sunday tomorrow. And then there's some other things that I want to cover that I'm probably going to end up going live today or tomorrow about, is some subjects about dating. But yes, I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all have a good rest of your day. Yes. All right.